So it's been 18 years without a new Clawfinger music. When the last album dropped, MySpace was still a thing, and we all thought we have the world figured out by now. We didn't, and that's exactly what the Swedish rap metal pioneers are back to scream about. Before We All Die drops in February 20, 2026, part protest, part therapy session, entirely unapologetics. Let's talk to Guitarist Bård Torstensen about why now and what happens when you decide to tell the truth while the ship is sinking. So we're here with Bård Torstensen from Clawfinger. So welcome to this interview with All Metal. Thank you very much for joining Bård.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you. So, Bård, 18 years is a hell of a gap, you know? So most bands that take that long off, they either never come back or return with something safe and nostalgic. You came back with an album called Before We All Die. That sounds angrier than ever. What made you think now is the time?
Well, it's more like the human creativity problem, you know. I mean, if I take you back to 2007, 2008, that was the time when Napster started. We stopped selling albums. We couldn't sell anything more because like the bottom fell out of the record company system, you know. So it was like, we have to do something else. We have to do, or do we want to stay on tour for like 11 out of 12 months? And that means we don't have a family. So it's more like we needed to put our heel down and stop and just see what are we going to do now. So it's like we decided to try to do this, you know, semi-pro, just take good gigs and getting some work, you know, some proper work, you know, not only this rock and roll thing, you know. So we decided that was what we're going to do, you know. We don't want to stay on tour for 11 months.
Right.
And then it's like the songwriting wasn't really there. It didn't happen.
Okay.
When you have that kind of situation in a band, it's not like inspiring creativity. But after a while, you know, it's like we started to get used to this, and we started to connect in a different way. We started to talk like me and you do now, you know. And after a while, we decided to do a song, and we did a single. Then we did another single, and we started, you know, sending files back and forth. And then in the end, it was like, hey, we have a lot of songs now. We have like 6 or 7 songs. And then our manager said, we are very old, you know. So he said, should we do another album before we all die? He said. And it's like, all right, that's a good album title. Let's make this album. And then we just started to make more songs, and then in the end we have 12 songs which are on the album. So that's I mean, it's just like the creativity is growing.
Right.
You know, during these years, we want to get back to it some kind of way because we still have something inside that we want to say, you know.
Yes. I can definitely see. I mean, I heard the album already beforehand. Obviously, that's the privilege that I had, and yeah, we will deep. You know, we'll dig deep into it in a little bit. So, talking about Before We All Die. So, you guys going back to the 1990s, you know, like you guys basically met in a geriatric hospital back in 1990, if I'm not wrong, and then now you're back making music about the world falling apart. You say like, oh, Before We All Die. So did working with elderly basically teach you anything about now how to handle this, you know, apocalypse with humor somehow?
You know, it's Zach who writes the majority of the lyrics, you know, or maybe like 99%. Maybe some of us sometimes has a hook line that he writes from, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it really suited us, like, because the social conscience and the way we get angry about stuff that happened in the world. It's, you know, it's still there for all of us, you know. And it was back then, it was just the same as it is now, you know. It's the same fucking problems. You have like the wars going on and the greed, you know, and the environmental disturbance, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just we just did that from there, and we, as you said, we worked at the geriatric hospital.
Yeah.
And of course, it was inspiring because it's maybe not always very good to be in a hospital like that.
Yeah.
Before you die, you know. Yeah.
So you mentioned that things have been like basically the same back then and now, but somehow when you read the press, you know, materials, like what the information we've got, you know, it mentions that this album is your most brutally honest work. So that's saying something for a band that it's never been exactly shy. And what changed? It's like, did 18 years of watching the world burn give you like more to say, or did you just like remove whatever filter you had left and just run through it out?
It's more like the creativity thing that I told you about. You know, it's like, you know, I think we have these thoughts on our mind all the time, but it's hard to get it out, you know, to make music out of it.
Yeah.
But suddenly it was like it opened up, you know, and we did a lot of songs in a short time, you know. Yeah. So it's more about that, you know, than it is about getting, you know, comfortably numb, you know.
Get you. Right, so the album, right? Let's talk about the album. So going down like Titanic. So basically it sets the tone for the whole record, right? So what it says is like, we are sinking, but we're partying on a deck pretending everything is fine, you know? Is that how it felt coming back to music after 2 decades? Like rejoining a party that on a sinking ship?
Yeah, that's some kind of way what I feel like, you know. It's like, it's not really getting better, is it? It's like, I feel like it's, you know, maybe even gets worse, you know, when you see the last couple of years and what happens in politics and the way they treat the environment. But so it like, I think it's it really sucks still, you know.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned environment, so you got a track called I heard the whole album, by the way. I really liked it. Very cool album.
Thank you.
I mean, I can't wait until it basically goes out and everybody can hear it. It's very good. I really liked it. So you've got a song called Environmental Patience. So it's basically, it diagnoses humanity with terminal selfishness, and someone who's been, you know, as someone who's been around enough to see things evolve or devolve, like what you're mentioning about politics, about the environment. What's the one thing that pisses you off the most, and how we're basically handling the planet as human beings?
Well, maybe the thing pisses me off most is that I'm part of it. You know, you know, I can't say that the rest of the world should change if I can't change myself, and it's so hard to find a way to live the way we do and still take care of the environmental thing, you know. Yeah. So I will start with myself and being angry at myself, you know, before it's not like pointing the finger to somebody else. It's just the same amount of anger goes to myself, you know.
Yeah. So you go, I mean, it's pretty deep. It's a deep topic because it's obviously something that we are all somehow suffering, and then somehow we are also, you know, part of it. We are guilty of it. So, you know, it's difficult to say about that. And yeah, we need to change things around. Yeah, I agree with you on that. So you also got songs like Fucking Disgrace, and you go Ball and Chain. We get pretty personal, you know. So
yeah.
After years away, was it harder or easier to dig into those vulnerable places? I mean, does age make you more or less like willing to expose the stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's of course when you get older, you get more like, well, at least me, you know, I get more like being able to be honest with myself. You know, it's the older I get, I think I'm getting more honest with myself, you know, because I think that you know, in the beginning, it's a lot about career and keeping a face and keeping an image. But when you get old like me, you know, you don't give a fuck.
I
get that.
I was waiting for those words.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, it's the song you mentioned. It's about, you know, it's like inner roadblocks and shame and the feeling of being your own obstacle, some kind of way, you know. And that's how we feel, you know. That's how I feel many times, you know. I'm sitting in the car because I'm getting, you know, when I'm in the car, it's I can show all my tics. You know, I'm alone and I can sit and, you know, scream at the world, you know.
Yeah.
And just telling everybody to fuck off, you know, in a loud way, you know. So when I get out of the car, it's like, ooh, yeah, now I'm cool again, you know.
You kind of let it all out in the car.
Yeah, in the traffic, you know.
Bored.
I'm driving carefully, yeah. but I'm screaming behind the wheel, you know.
Get you. Well, it's your me time, let's say, right? It's the time where you can like let it all out without, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So talking about that, you've got a video, right? That was released around 6 months ago. It's called Scum. That video, it's pretty graphic, showing someone, but not showing it at the same time, and expressing some stuff that loads of people are shy to talk about or scared to talk about. So give me your own take on that video. How did it come out? Like, what is your actual telling behind the video, what it actually shows?
It shows Donald Trump, you know. But he's a fucking asshole.
Okay.
That's what it shows, you know. And it's no hidden message there, you know. We don't usually use hidden messages in our way of expressing ourselves, you know. So and the way he behaves, you know, it's like I'm getting angry every day, you know, about the way he so he's fucking scum. That's what I say.
I mean, I love the song and I love the video. It's like, it got a lot of energy, and you can feel it with the lyrics, with the music, with the video itself. You can feel, you know, the energy behind that and the intention and how that song was written, not only in terms of lyrics but also in terms of music, everything, the visuals. It's like, it's very explicit song. Very, very, very recommended to watch the video. By the way, if anyone wants to watch this this full interview, or want to have it in read it, you can go and have a look at my website, allmetal.media. The link is going to be in the pinned comment below. There you can see not only reviews or interviews or stuff like that. You can also see reviews for albums. You can see also the festival guide. So if you want to have a look at anything that it comes in terms of metal, just go for it. It's allmetal.media. Have a look at it. Right. So the process like of this album. So you produce this album yourself. You, Zach, and Joki. Is it pronounced Joki?
Jocke.
Yeah. So after 18 years, so basically, do you have to relearn how to Clawfinger, or did you just pick it up wherever you left and nothing happened? Like nothing happened.
You know, it's more like if we try to do a country song, it still sounds like Clawfinger, you know. So we have no choice. That's who we are. I guess it's, you know, we found some kind of way that we like to make it sound, and that's the way it always turns out, you know, because I mean, in music, it takes its own paths, you know. It's like we can't really control it that way, but it's when it's us together, it starts to it becomes Clawfinger, and that's the way we are, you know. We tried many times to do stuff differently, to, you know,
Yeah.
make it sound differently, but it's, you know, we have no choice. That's the way we are, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. Yeah, it's true. Right. So you went. The thing is, like, the question comes out because you went from opening, you know, for Alice in Chains and Anthrax back in you know, in 1993, you know, to headlines in those venues before even, like, you know, you had time to develop egos properly. So looking back, what's the biggest thing you got right, and what's the biggest thing you got wrong that you could tell in your whole, you know, Clawfinger history?
Well, I guess the biggest thing we got right was to meet each other and just decided to make rap metal music. Nobody ever made an album with that kind of music when we started doing it, you know.
Yeah.
And we decided, you know, we worked at the hospital,
Yeah.
and you know, there was a guy who was rapping and just doing karate kicks up in the roof, you know, up in the ceiling,
Okay.
and it's like, and that was, it was sad, you know, and he was like rapping all the time. It's like we were metal guitar players, and it's like, why don't we try to bring him into this, what we do?
Okay.
Okay, let's try to do something. And then we started working, and it just, you know, it took some toll to really get it together. But in
Yeah.
the end, we found the formula to how to do it. And I guess that's the biggest, the best thing about it, you know, because for us it's like, okay, now we're able to do this, you know, to do the, like, the, we want to be musicians, all of us, you know, and then we were able to do that for, you know, after just 3 years of songwriting. But the other end of it, I don't know. I don't know. It's, I don't dwell with like mistakes and shit, you know.
Okay.
More here and now, and let's see what's happening next. You know, I don't really dwell on the biggest mistake.
Maybe
I
maybe
try to
mistake.
think of it, but you know, I'm too stupidly positive, you know,
Yeah.
to try to find anything.
So some people take mistakes as they are more than mistakes is are lessons to learn and improve in life, isn't it?
It's a lot of lessons learned, I can tell you that, over the years, you know. But like some specific thing to say that we
Yeah.
really fucked up there. Well, no, I can't find it. I'm sorry. Maybe I can sleep. I can sleep on it. I can sleep on it, and then I can get back to you tomorrow or something.
That's good. Yeah. As I said, it's like that those are the lessons learned, and there's still a lot of lessons yet to come. So
Yeah,
that's life. So good,
yeah.
good. So this album is very ambitious. You basically are coming back after a very long time. For what you're telling me is like everything, like the whole inspiration is being like flourishing slowly. Like that flame is kind of like coming back from a spark, and it's becoming like a big flame. You got this very good album. Very like sort of kind of unique, not unique because not right now everybody wants to hear like heavy metal, black metal, death metal, but you got rap metal. That's not a very popular in between musicians, you know, among musicians. It's not very popular to make like rap metal. So and even though you've got like a lot of festivals lined up, you know, you got festivals even Viking. So yeah, so do you think what do you think is like the difference about being or you're gonna be on these big stages after such a long time?
You know, we always did festivals. All years we did festivals. It's because we were a fucking good live band, you know. People want us back, you know, and we got a reputation. So we are. I know we are great live, you know, and so even though we didn't release anything, we still played a lot of festivals, you know. But it was like really peaking last year. We played 14 festivals, you know. So far this summer, I think it's booked already 8 or something, and it surely will be more, you know. And we have a tour coming in fall also.
Right. So the album is called "Before We All Die." Cheerful stuff. If this actually is the end, if we're going down like a Titanic, what do you want people to remember Clawfinger for?
That we simply just speak the truth, that we have like a clear message, musically, lyrically,
yeah.
And that we are honest about what we do. And of course that the songs are good, of course. I want people to be like this while they're drinking beer and listening to our songs. That's the most important.
Right. And for just before, I mean, to let you go, because I know that you might be busy, you have stuff to do. So before I let you go, so what's the one thing you want to say to someone who's discovering Clawfinger for the first time with this album, or someone that, you know, has been already there since in Deaf, Dumb, Blind? What's the one thing you want to tell them and want to expect now coming forward from you guys if they want to go and see you live?
They can expect a very good live show, and we try to connect to who we play for. We have big respect for the people that buy tickets for our gigs, and so we try, you know, we always be out there after the gig signing stuff, and you know, because it's a fucking big privilege to be able to, I can play songs that I've written and see in the eyes of the people that they like it. That's the biggest fucking ego trip kick ever, you know.
Yeah.
So but I just want to see that I'm humble, that people go and see us, and that people buy albums and listen to us. I'm very humble to the audience of Clawfinger.
We are definitely looking forward to the next shows, to go and see you live. I personally really want to see you. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna let you go. So thank you very much, Bård, for joining this interview, for this chat with me. And I'm really looking forward to see you soon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And yes, and if you want to see more amazing interviews like this ones, please just go and click on this playlist here. You will have there like a lot of other interviews with a lot of amazing artists and musicians. Or you can go and subscribe to my channel and have a look, all metal. Yep, so guys, stay loud, stay real, and keep it all metal.